Of those 7 alternates, 2 were chosen to bring before the Board of Commissioners. Alternate A it's not an existing condition, even though it sort of looks like it. It maintains the current pumping rates, maintains the 18-hole golf course, and implements previously identified improvements, protects nearby basements to the degree they're protected today, reduces flooding in the watershed to the north, and has no impact on the watershed to the west. It allows for trash mitigation and has limited opportunity to increase water quality treatment. Alternative B, it eliminates the need for stormwater pumping and reduces groundwater pumping, protects nearby basements to the degree they're protected today, reduces flooding in the watershed to the north and has no impact on the watershed to the west, changes recreational use of the land, provides opportunity to restore ecological function and develop habitat. It allows for trash mitigation. It maximizes the opportunity for water quality treatment and allows for the realignment of Minnehaha Creek to a historic location. Alternate A maintains the current pumping level. At the time of the study, it was about 308 million gallons per year. It has since risen to about 400 now. It has a much larger cone of depression compared to that of alternative B, because the pumping location near the lake is further from the neighborhood and lower in elevation. In alternative B, the pumping is moved nearer the neighborhood and designed specifically for the task of lowering groundwater below the homes. Alternative A is not an existing condition. There are several elements that need to be modified or updated to make it function, and this is evident in the cost analysis I'll show you in a minute. When we compare landscape types with each alternative, B has a better distribution and balance than A, and A has a very large area, as A has a very large area dedicated to managed turf. On either side, you can just simply tell there's a better distribution of landscape types and more landscape types with B. So alternative A is dominated by the 18-hole golf course, which limits the maximum number of people who can use the space at once. And alternative B was estimated to allow for over twice as many users and several more uses. Just to the upper right-hand side of each of the diagrams are just a list of some of the uses. There's several more in B, making it much more diverse. Moving on to Envision. So the 2 alternates were run through ISI Envision's sustainability framework, which allows for the quantification of various sustainability drivers so that they can both be compared. The 5 categories for Envision rating system are climate risk, natural world, resource allocation, leadership, and quality of life. Out of 122 possible points, alternative A reached 68 and B reached 111, mainly due to the differences in diversity of uses and landscapes. The higher the number, the more sustainable the alternative. The Envision framework helped deliver infrastructure that tackles climate change, addresses public health needs, cultivates environmental justice, creates jobs, and spurs economic recovery. Next is cost comparisons using AutoCase and the triple bottom line. It not only looks at revenue generated versus capital and operating costs, but also several social and environmental considerations to truly bring sustainability to the project. And it's quantified here. Alternative A may cost slightly less. However, when we look at the two with the triple bottom line in mind, we see alternative B as a better value, especially with social and environmental benefits. The design team then presented information similar to what you've heard tonight to the board on August 9th, 2017. And the design team, the city, the watershed together recommended water management alternative B. And that evening, the board approved Resolution 2017-243, following the recommendation from staff. And that resolution directed staff to apply for a groundwater appropriation permit from the DNR aligned with a reduced pumping scenario, and to amend the regional park master plan to accommodate changes to the property made necessary by the reduced groundwater pumping scenario. And that with that direction from the board, we were then able to widen the focus of our work to that of a master plan scope, which looks far beyond just water resources. And in about 3 weeks, you'll learn a lot more about that process and its outcomes, so stay tuned. And that's all I have for you.